You are now watching Horn Stars Outdoors on the Hunt Channel every Wednesday at 8:30 a.m. or visit huntchannel.tv.
Welcome to another edition of Horn Stars Outdoors. This week, me and Willie, we're hunting with our kids, and we always look forward to that time because they can't always go because of school. School kind of gets in the way sometimes of all our hunting, and but it's part of growing up. It's how it is, and I know sometimes they get aggravated at us because they get home and we are in the woods, and so sometimes I get a snarl when I walk through the door. Where you been? You been hunting when you didn't take me? But anyhow, I like their enthusiasm. I like that they want to do what we do and be part of that, of the traditions, and everything that we were brought growing up doing, and them learning and seeing them grow, into hunters and outdoorsmen and outdoors women. So that being said, I'm gonna let you.
Well, this week, like you're saying, we're out with our kids. It's Aaron's oldest son, Caden, my oldest son, Rusty, and my youngest son, Chance, and we're hitting the woods. We've been hitting the woods. We keep on hitting the woods and trying to make stuff happen. We've been making some stuff happen, and, we've said it 100 times,
Oh, yeah.
I'd much rather see them in a box blind, a tree stand with a gun or a bow or whichever, crossbow. I mean, there's so many opportunities for kids. But it's way better than sitting in front of a TV inside a controlled environment playing a darn video game. I mean,
Any day of the week.
I would rather them be in the woods any day of the week.
I know that's right. That's exactly how I feel about it.
Horn Stars Outdoors is fueled by mass production, created by Panther Outdoors. Grow and attract massive deer. Darton Archery, 64 years of archery excellence. Vital X Archery, X marks the spot. Hunt Masters, master the hunt with Hunt Masters. Vapor Trail Scents, spray it and they will come. X Factor Outdoor Products, be dead silent, hunt with a factor. HHA Sports, Optimizer Sighting System. Horn Stars Outdoors also uses these great products.
Well, this afternoon, my son and I, Caden, we're hunting behind the house. We've been going all over the state of Texas trying to get him on a good deer, and we're unable to put it together. Checked my game cameras, had a pretty good deer coming in behind the house, so we eased out, piled in the deer stand.
Much for me. Had never been a selfish man, had myself a time. Love me long as love can last, and leave the rest behind. Hey! Hell, poets beat on the mandolins until they break their strings. Rain falls down and blacktop roads and blackbirds beat their wings. Their fiddle sound, a horsehair bow, saw a sad refrain. Yesterday I saw you, baby, did not look the same. That I never been a selfish man, had myself a time. Love me long as love can last, and leave the rest behind. Said love me long as love can last, and leave the rest behind. Oh!
got him, please?
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's awesome, brother.
I was aiming right. I was aiming right here.
Oh, we still got another deer out there.
Well, we're out here just right behind the house on our home place over in Madison County, and we've been getting pictures of this buck for a pretty good while, and this is his biggest buck to date, and heck, I just couldn't tell him no. So he's a good buck. I couldn't be more happy and excited for him. If you want your deer to reach their full potential, mass production deer feed is the answer. It is a protein, it is a mineral supplement, it is a deer dewormer, and it is an attractant to help keep deer on your property. If they're eating more of what they like, they're going to put on more pounds. If they're putting on more pounds, they're going to be a healthier deer. They're going to put on more inches. Mass production is a complete nutritional feed supplement that is going to help your deer put on more mass.
Whether we are stalking across the grasslands, hanging from a tree, sitting on the ground, or floating on the water, we trust Darton Archery to give us the advantage needed to bring down whatever we're chasing. With 64 years of experience and dedication, Darton Archery develops and produces the bows and crossbows you need to bring your venture to a successful end. Darton Archery, 64 years of archery excellence.
Hunting allows you to shoulder the responsibility of providing for your family, along with passing down traditions to future generations. At Huntmasters, we provide the products that will make you successful in the field while maintaining the quality and workmanship that will allow those products to be passed on. Master the hunt with Huntmasters at huntmasterproducts.com.
This segment is brought to you by Brothers in Arms Game Calls. We serve, we protect, and we hunt.
It's an afternoon hunt, me and my boys, and we very rarely get this opportunity for all three of us to be in the stand at the same time, but for some reason or other it worked out this way, and we're out deer hunting this deer season, and we're trying to find a good deer to get on, and sometimes a unexpected thing comes up, and here comes this boar hog walking out of the woods, and these boys, they love to shoot, so if there's something there, they're going, so the boar comes out and Rusty goes to work.
Dead piggy. Get me up. Here's your phone in your hand. I guess that bumper and I didn't know, did it? Hey, and I took the point's still out. Good. He's leaving. Well, I'd imagine I'd just leave too. So drop the thing.
He shot you big. Tell your story.
He's getting nervous. We was watching deer and we had a pig come in at the feeder and we waited a couple of minutes and whenever he gave me a shot, I pulled the trigger and he hit the dirt. That's all there is to it.
Little pork on the ground.
Yes.
Little bacon. Old nasty boar hog. They keep tearing our places up, messing our feeders up, so we went and took him on out. Ain't no tracking job to do, so just get cleaned up and go with your ranger and tie on to him and haul him off. Here, boy.
Mm-hmm.
Big old warthog. Nuisance. And Daddy's gone.
Yes, sir.
What's up, man? Oh, right there. Look out. No problem with his brain. Anyhow. Well, folks, here we are again. It's whack 'em and stack 'em with these boys. They don't shoot. They like to shoot. So, got a big old hog here. Got a little pork to put on the table. So, if we can go get everything ready and get him hauled out of here and taken care of.
Panther Outdoors has created Mass Production, a premium deer feed and attractant. Mass Production includes protein, a mineral supplement, and a deer dewormer to keep them healthy and add inches to their horns. Couple that with a white oak acorn flavoring to attract and keep deer in your core area. Mass Production will grow and attract massive deer. Go to Panther Outdoors to find Mass Production. The equipment you put on your bow is vital to making those split-second shots count. Horn Stars Outdoors shoots Vital X sights and rest because we want our arrows to fly true and hit their mark. Vital X Archery, where X marks the spot. Horn Stars Outdoors, fueled by Mass Production, is made possible by Darton Archery, Vital X Archery, Hunt Masters, Vapor Trail Scents. Products provided by Brothers in Arms Game Calls, American Broadhead Company, X Factor Outdoor Products, Plythol Lethal Layering System, and HHA Sports Optimizer. This segment of Horn Stars Outdoors is brought to you by Plythol Lethal Layering System.
Willie Tyson, Horn Stars Outdoors. This week's featured product is the Scent Maker Kit from Vapor Trail Scents. In this kit, it comes with everything needed to collect and harvest your own urine from any type of animal of your choice. Deer, hogs, elk, whatever you want to use as an attractant or a cover scent. Everything you want is right here to collect that urine. You take and poke a little hole in the bladder and drain it into this bottle through the funnel provided in this kit. Then you take the preservative out of this kit, put it into the bottle with the urine, and it preserves it for a long time. It don't matter whether you're dominant buck, doe in heat, doe, just regular doe, you know, elk, whatever you need, you can collect it. This little package right here makes up to 3 gallons of urine. So you think for under 20 bucks that's a no-brainer. With this kit, you can use the doe urine from your area to attract that old big buck. Give old Rex a holler over at VaporTrailScents.com. Okay, here we are. It's the last weekend of bow season here in Texas, and Texas offers a youth gun season the same weekend. And my youngest son and I, Chance, we go get in the stand with the rifle, and we're sitting there. We've been watching deer off and on all morning, and we had a lot of game cam pics and stuff of a couple of certain deer that we were looking for. And it just so happened, you know, we're sitting there and deer's coming in and out, going and going and going, and all of a sudden, bam, there's this deer. He just jumped out of nowhere. You know, he's standing there, and I look over at my son. I said, there he is, you know, and we get the gun out the window, and the rest is history.
Put the crosshairs right on his shoulder. Alright, it's all safety. Don't touch the trigger till you ready. Go for it. Make sure you got him.
He ran.
Alright, little buddy. Let's see if we can find him. Come right through here. You run that direction. I've got some blood all in through here, so we're gonna see what we can find. Run up that direction. See what you got. Following the blood trail. Just keep following the blood trail. You see? Let me see here. Hang on. Laid up in there with some horns sticking out of the ground. Oh man, look at that. There he is. Big buck, damn. Oh, hold them old horns up there, buddy. Folks, here we are once again. Me and old Slammer here. He gets on his mind, he's gonna pull the trigger, he's gonna kill something, so. So this deer, you know, he was kind of special to us because we had been watching and taking a video shot or, you know, game cam pics and everything of the deer, and it was my youngest son's first buck. So I mean, I don't know who was more excited, him or I. I mean, you know, he just like, well, Dad, it's just a deer, but he was pretty whooped too, and I was probably more excited than both of us. And it was just a wonderful opportunity to have my youngest son, have it all caught on camera, and get to share with everybody today. All right, folks, we're here today. My oldest son, Rusty Tice there. Let's tell everybody hello.
Hey.
We're first evening as a youth hunt here in our state, Texas. We're gonna kick back a little bit and see what we see. We can shoot those legally, so if we decide we might take a doe, we had pretty good luck this morning with my youngest son, Chance. We shot a pretty nice management deer, and we've got some 3-points and some spikes and stuff that we want to take out. So if that prevails, they show up, we will probably take one of them just to go on about our business. So, but anyhow, I'm gonna be behind the camera today, and old Rusty over here, he's gonna be the man behind the bullet. So sit back, take a minute, let's see what we got, and we'll see if we can make it happen.
An animal can hear you 3 times, see you twice, but it only takes once for them to smell you. Vapor Trail Scents allows you to enter their backyard undetected and get within feet of what you're after. Vapor Trail Scents and the Vapor Maker are a deadly combination. Vapor Trail Scents. Spray it and they will come. See all their products at vaportrailscents.com. Horn Stars Outdoors, fueled by mass production, is made possible by Darton Archery, Vital X Archery, Hunt Masters, Vapor Trail Scents. Products provided by Brothers in Arms Game Calls, American Broadhead Company, X Factor Outdoor Products, Plythol Lethal Layering System, and HHA Sports Optimizer. HHA Sports has created the Optimizer Sighting System, a revolution in shooting technology.
The Optimizer Horizon allows any scope infinite adjustment from 50 to 600 yards. No longer will a shooter have to use mil dots, hold over a target, or gap a shot. Just range, dial, and shoot. Visit hhasports.com for more information. This segment of Horn Stars Outdoors is brought to you by X Factor Outdoor Products. Be dead silent, hunt with a factor.
She don't want your butt towards you. Okay. Just put her head up. Okay. There's one to the left of that. Yes, sir. Walking left. Yes, sir.
think I got him. I pulled on the first one majorly. Hey, hold on.
I think you got her, buddy.
I didn't push. The first one I didn't take my time and I kind of messed up and pulled. So luckily our luck turned out good and they stayed and gave me the second shot and I put her on down.
DRT.
Third. No.
Did right there. Well, good job.
Thank
They
you.
ain't gonna be much on the recovery because she's laying right there.
Yes, sir.
So we're gonna let all these deer ease out.
Now, my son Rusty here. He jugged him a big old doe. We had a missed shot the first time, but she turned around, stopped, gave us another shot, and he pinched and put the hammer down. She dropped right here. So once again, like I said 100 times, I'll say it every time when I got these boys with me. This is where it's at. Got to make it happen. Keep them in the woods and out of the streets. Good job, boy.
Okay, folks, as you've seen, you watched the footage and we put the boys on the ground, and Aaron and Caden, they've been all over the country trying to get Caden on a good deer, and ended up right there in your backyard. I mean, that's somehow how it goes. I mean, you never know where it's going to be, but it'll happen. But there's nothing finer than being with your son and stuff like that happen. I mean, it's just awesome.
It don't get no better than this.
Nope.
So I was really pumped, for Chance and Rusty. Chance, he got on a good deer this year, good management buck, and learned, about making the place better and, harvesting deer. We don't always get to kill a good buck. Sometimes, we got to shoot culls and management bucks.
There's more to killing than teach. More than just hunting. You got to teach kids
That's
something
right.
along the way too, and that's part of it.
And that is part of it. I like them learning that at an early
Yep.
age. I feel that's really important. So I was, really pumped for Chance, and old Rusty, he was able to get on a nice boar hog, and he was deer hunting, but sometimes opportunity presents itself, and heck, we've got a lot of hogs here in Texas, so usually when we see one, we try to ground check them, and he did good on that, and once again helping the place out, and was able to get on a nice slick head, and put some meat in the freezer, and cull one more doe out of the herd because we have a few of those around here, so keep the doe to buck ratio a little bit closer. But all in all, man, I just like.
We had a wonderful year. Kids, I mean, what more could you ask for?
I mean, you absolutely can't.
It's always a good time, and I get more pumped when I got the kids with me than I do if it's me. I'll take a 120-inch 8-pointer any day of the week with my son behind the gun over a 140 with me if I had the choice. I mean, there's hands down. That's the way it is.
And sometimes I think I'm more nervous than that.
I know I am. You might better tell them some of the footage. Old camera back there shaking, but that's just how it goes. I mean, what more can you expect?
Well, it all turned out well, and all well that ends well, and it ended well for us. So, as always, appreciate y'all watching Horn Stars Outdoors, and y'all hang in there with us. We got a lot of exciting stuff that's going to be coming up next year, and as always, appreciate y'all's support.
Whitetail bucks and blue cats, Schlitz bear and cowboy hats, some things I found while I've grown. John Wayne and Eastwood, campfire music sounds damn good.
You've been watching Horn Stars Outdoors on the Hunt Channel, where prime time is hunt time. Visit our website at hornstars.outdoors.com.